Oh, shit. All right. Well, party is just beginning. For those of you that just might start jumping on, it's time for Biscuits and Gravy, talk movies, and other random stuff. We've got some special co-hosts on this one. We got Kenny P as usual. And in place of Chad and Matt Troyer, we've got Curtis Harkness. And Aaron Smalls will be making an appearance. He's actually here. He's just going to be helping us until he's got to go. I don't know when that is. I feel like it's when the sun sets. I guess we'll see. He's got a fantastic backdrop. He's lounging by the pool right now. I believe as though he's wearing swim trunks and flip-flops. I don't know. We'll see. Kenny is getting the beer ready. In tribute to Matt Troyer, he's going to be our beer expert and fashionista. I believe as though he's dressed up as Denim Dan for the day. Good stuff. Curtis, also always looking fresh.
Are we supposed to speak now? I haven't been on the show. Am I supposed to speak now?
If you like to hear me eat, listen.
Yeah, Aaron, we can talk as much as we want. We're just, we're welcoming people. We're giving them a little behind-the-scenes action.
Who wants to hear me eat?
That's the worst sound ever.
I love that. Wait, do you like that sound, Aaron, or you don't like that sound?
I do not like that sound.
That sound doesn't like you.
The sound of people eating makes me want to punch a baby.
Ooh. Wow, you're aggressive.
But you have to distance from the babies.
Exactly. Distance.
Yeah, keep your social distance. I don't like when people smack their food, but crunching chips is one of my favorite sounds on the planet.
I can't take it when people smack their food. I'm like, chew your mouth closed, please.
Oh, I know. The chips doesn't bother me. The chips, I'm picturing the chip and not the mouth. I don't mind the chip noise.
Really? Yeah. Interesting. Surprise for me.
Don't do that with your oatmeal, but the on mine.
Huh. All right, fair enough. All right, I think it's about time we get started. Our entry video is going to be a little different because two of our main hosts aren't with us, unfortunately. Somebody else is going to have to do the voices. Maybe Curtis can pretend to be an older black man. I don't know. Maybe that'll be the voice that we have for the day.
I'm white.
All right, ladies and gents, let's get the party started. Who's coming with us?
It's time for Biscuits and Gravy, talk movies and other stuff, starring Chad Fishburne as Biscuits and Anthony Russo as Gravy. Look at that mustache. We brought our friends along. Matt Troyer is our beer expert, and last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, our fashionista, Ken Paul Smith. Ladies and gents, enjoy the show. And if you don't, you can suck it.
Well, we do have a quick correction on that. We have Biscuits not with us. We do have Gravy, and we do have our fashion expert here at Biscuits and Gravy Talk Movies. But we've got some special guests in the house. On your left side of the screen, we've got some cast of characters. We've all worked together. We've had a great time before. First, I'm going to tell you, my name is Anthony Michael Russo from #BeTheChange, part of the network that we've got going on here. We're trying to make sure we're giving positive content. And in terms of this show, we're just trying to have a good time, give you guys something to watch, talk about movies, quarantining and chilling, what we're up to these days, and maybe sharing a good story. I got some good stories for you today. And $5 Venmos from Be The Change for movie trivia. So stick around for that. We got several of those. We've been paying people's rent, I swear to God, at this point, and I've been homeless, which is super awkward. With that said, Kenny, what's going on with you?
Hey, I'm still laying low in Chicago, but actually left the building today, went to the garden center and bought some tall plants to put in the condo out front. I'm going to volunteer garden, and my trunk actually got dirty today, which it never does. So my truck did a truck thing today. We got some junipers. We're going to do some gardening tomorrow and plant some big trees. Other than that, I haven't left the house.
Well, that's exciting. That's a big step for you, Kenny. Nothing like putting a little dirt in your back seat. Anyways, all right, our special host, guest host for the show, always eating, always talking. We've got real life Curtis. Curtis, what's crack-a-lackin', my friend?
I don't know what crack-a-lackin' means, but if you're asking me what's going on.
I'm trying to be urban.
Yeah, I'm in the suburbs, buddy. Oh, I love Anthony Russo. But yes, so I am Curtis Harkness. I am the chocolate sauce to the biscuits and gravy. Well, you can call me Hershey's because I'm so smooth. No, but excited to be here, and hopefully I can live up to the fish with the burn. Ready to go.
Sounds like a condition. Speaking of special conditions,
As Chad.
speaking of special conditions,
As Chad.
Aaron Smalls is in the building as well. So the curiously talented Aaron Smalls. Where you have a fantastic backdrop. What do you got going on?
That's me. You guys are actually seeing the reflection of where I am right now. This is actually the you're seeing that side. So I'll show you that side. This is where I am right now, lounging in Florida, in Orlando. I got to plug this computer back in so it doesn't die because I had to take my good one back. I'll explain that later. And yeah, I'm lounging in Florida, having a fantastic time. I needed a week to recover and recuperate, and I've done that. And now I'm going to be heading up to ATL on Monday for Memorial Day. I'll be there for a week, and then I'm head back to NYC to see what's going down because I got to get back to work, you know. And I changed it. If you guys have watched before, you've seen our shows, you know that usually it's at the Aaron Smalls, but this is a movie show, and I act in movies and TV shows, and you can see how real I actually am. So that's why I put my IMDb on there, so you guys can look it up and see that I'm a real actor, Mom.
I'm a real boy. And by the way, being a stand-in in a pornography or a AKA stunt cock does not necessarily work as a feature film.
Yeah, and I'll make sure I look at your account, and I will save you looking at my 2 pathetic credits. So don't look those up quite yet, but I'll look at you.
Listen, 1 credit, 2 credits, it doesn't even matter. The fact that you have stuck at it to get those is primo. A lot of people have 0.
I got a lot of credit cards.
True story.
Does that count?
Yes.
That's credit, right?
Now that we're talking about giving back, let's go ahead and give away some money with hashtag Be The Change trivia time. Everybody that's watching right now, it's going to be the first person to put it in the box is going to be the winner. And then I'll ask you guys, we got actually a couple new people in here. I saw Megan Nicole making a statement, showing up that she's here. David Heckman's here as well. Mama Russo wants a better explanation of what you mean recover, but I think she knows. Right, so we're going question numero uno. First person to put the answer in the box is walking away with a $5 Venmo. If Frank is watching, just as a heads up, I've started collecting a whole till for you. You're the only person that has not given me your Venmo, so I'll be funding an orphanage in Iowa pretty soon. Anyways, question number 1. First person put in the box. Aaron Sorkin won an Oscar for writing what 2010 drama about the creation of Facebook? This one's nice and easy. Aaron Sorkin. Passion of the Christ?
Yeah.
Aaron Sorkin won an Oscar for writing what 2010 drama about the creation of Facebook? Who's going to get it first? Who's coming with me?
Snowden.
You are actually, you're like the
Leonardo, no, not the Brad Pitt.
Not Leonardo, the other one, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is always eating.
Yeah.
Mama Russo. I'm trying to get gains like Aaron. Look at that. It's getting there. It's getting there, Mama Russo. I lost 10 pounds. No.
All right, first person to go ahead and put it in the box. This one should be an easy one. David's always driving, so it takes him an extra minute. Aaron Sorkin won an Oscar for writing what 2010 drama about the creation of Facebook. What movie is it? What movie?
There we go.
Oh,
I knew David would be the one.
There's Heckman.
Megan, where are you on that one? Oh, Kai, what the hell?
Oh, a second behind.
Yep.
Come on, Kai.
Oh, apparently mom has now started flirting with Aaron. It's awkward for everyone. Oh, all right. Heckman, you got a win for the day. You're starting out good. I'm going to go ahead and save the next trivia for just a couple minutes. So I'm going to go and bring that banner down. We're going to be doing more trivia in just a second. Jessica Hartzell, by the way, has cleared $45 in our last 2 episodes. She's rolling in it. Well, yeah, she's
on an electric bill.
Getting that money.
That was how much it cost me to up the internet at Kelly's house. That's fitting.
That's more than they pay me for this show.
What's that?
That's more than what you guys pay me for this show.
Chips. We pay you in chips. Yes. By the way, speaking of,
Chad got more money than that. Golly.
No,
Lied to me.
He just gets biscuits. Curtis, did you know that in Brad Pitt movies where he's eating, they've actually done the research? If he's eating throughout the movie, they actually gross more money at the box office. Fun fact.
That's why I'm eating, bro. So you can gross more people. Look, we already got 9. 2 hearts. Look at that. They like my face.
Right when you said that, somebody left. All right.
No,
who do we want to
stop
start
eating?
with? Kenny, Kenny, what have you been watching?
There we go. Bring in full chips. I'll do it without sound.
Hey, look, we got another watcher. Look at that.
I got Hornswoggle. I rushed through Downton Abbey, went to the movie, $20 for the movies. So I'm like, nah, I got to watch it when I'm more awake. So they get you for free for 6 seasons. Now I got to pay for the feature film, but I'll do that when I have a nice meal made. I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to throw out something vintage that will please you that you wouldn't think of doing. This was another freebie. I think it was free on Amazon. If you haven't ever seen it, go back and watch the original Pink Panther. The original Pink Panther. It's great, 60s, crazy, door slamming, funny. Peter Sellers is brilliant. Robert Wagner, David Niven, and a couple of lovely European models turned very funny actresses. Great, weird period filmmaking. It will put a smile on your face. Check it out.
Were those male or female models that you're talking about?
Oh, they're female. Yes. It's
okay,
the 60s mainstream film. Very pretty girls being funny in bikinis. That's what it is.
I had to check just in case.
I know.
Aaron, have you seen the original Pink Panther?
I have not seen the original Pink Panther, but that is probably one of the most iconic theme songs of all time. That is personally what I use as my theme song as I'm going over to a new female's house. I like to use that theme song.
New female. Wow.
I like it.
It's like you're creeping up on that.
Yeah.
And
are you a peck in the pew?
That film's got nothing to do with the Pink Panther that you know. The cartoon came after the success of the movie.
Oh.
Do you know what theme song I play when I go to a new girl's house?
No, we don't want to hear it because you only got one girl now, so we're good to go.
It's Aloe Black. I'm the man.
Oh wow, that's somebody's very compensating. All right.
Yeah, I have to build myself up a little bit.
Well, all right.
Well, what Mama Russo doesn't know is the chick doesn't know that he's listening to the music when he's going over to her house. If she did, it'd probably be a turnoff for him to be like creeping outside her window.
Yeah, that would just be weird, Mama Russo.
Yeah, it's awkward.
But on a weird note, Mama Russo did put me to sleep the other night. That is the thing that happened.
She did a little drum circle. Got a little sham, as Chad or Biscuits would say. He calls her the shamama.
Shamama.
Mm-hmm. Shamama. Yeah.
She's your mama.
So yeah, you felt relaxed, calmed. It was a new kind of experience for you.
Yeah, I felt all the good feels. You know, it was one of those things where I probably needed Gatorade and bananas afterwards, but I was in a deep, deep sleep. So
my mom's
did an
cats.
excellent job.
I did the same. I was with you on that one. My mom's cats that do not usually lay on top of me came and kept me company. So clearly they know that I was at peace. So it was interesting. It was good stuff. Well, Aaron, before I get to what you're watching, I want to, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do another trivia question. I don't mean to do it anymore, Curtis. I don't know how that happens. All right, $5 Venmo trivia from hashtag Be the Change.
The change.
We're trying to find what's that? Be the change.
Be the change.
Find some easier movies. All right, here we go. Joaquin Phoenix received his first Oscar nomination for playing Roman Emperor Commodus in what 2000 Oscar-winning epic?
Ooh, it's been on our show too.
It has.
And I actually did a marching band show to that movie. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Did you get caught playing with your instrument and band?
No, we actually got a 15th place out of 300, but it worked, you know.
What did you play? What instrument did you play?
I was a trumpet player.
Oh, see, I don't think I would have pegged you for a Melody Glory Boy, but now I know.
Trumpets
Well,
are the voice
and
of the band.
Harkness is continuing
We've been on
to
the show a
pay-
couple times. Didn't know I had a fellow marching band geek. Junior high through college for me, trombone. So we would have been near each other. Good for you, brother.
There we go. Yeah,
3.
man.
I played the alto saxophone. I
Come
was
on.
the drum major my senior
Ooh.
year.
Look at you.
Our senior year, we did Blues Brothers. I had a solo, not a saxophone solo, but a vocal singing solo where I sang Minnie the Moocher.
All right.
Nice.
Who
Good job.
won? Who won? I'm sorry. Aaron's adding on things, everything.
No, you're good. Jessica Hartzell is continuing to pay her electricity bills. And again, Kai is just a hair behind.
Teeny weeny.
Just an itty bitty bitty.
The
The guys I used to be in bowling league with would say missed it by a pube, which was really awkward for everyone there.
All right.
Wow, that's what we should do. Of all the guys that have hosted, we have to list all the not perceived cool things we have in common, because now you and I were both in bowling league. 3 of us were in marching band. This is going places.
Well, actually,
Debate.
you were in a bowling league. I was actually eligible to be a pro bowler. There's a huge difference.
I was going to let you bring that part up because bowling league's bad enough. You did it as an adult.
According to Mama Russo, my internet still sucks, so I'm actually going to check it on the side. See how incredibly bad it is for everybody, unfortunately, having to see me out there. Oh, yeah, it still does.
South Carolina.
So weird. Okay, well, maybe I'll drop out for a split second. Curtis, let's see. No, let's go back to Aaron. Aaron, what have you been watching lately, my friend?
Of course.
What have I been watching lately? I think we're going to talk about it later, but I definitely had to watch The Last Dance. That had to go on my checklist. The other thing that I watch, which is completely the opposite direction of that, is Lil Dicky's Dave on FXX. I don't know if you guys have been watching that at all, but
love that show.
That show is hysterical to me. Lil Dicky, and then
Who's producing?
I don't know.
my hands are up like
I have no idea. The internet goes.
my hands are up like it's 2020. So it's
No,
not
that was
me.
totally me. I was literally trying to get my image back, and instead of tickling my own tail feathers, I just said, "Hey, Aaron, what you're saying apparently isn't important. I'm just going to pull you off the screen. Continue. I'm going to go ahead and try to fix myself some more."
I mean, I look great not knowing what I'm doing, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so Dave is hysterical. It is quite the show. People either love Little Dicky or they think he's atrocious. And then because of all this social distancing, I'll admit it here. I gave in and watched that Too Hot to Handle show on Netflix. I did. I gave in. I watched it. And I don't know how I feel about myself right now. Because part of me is like, yes, I feel 20 again. But then there's another part of me that's like, should you be watching this at all ever?
Okay,
But
I got to ask, since all I came in from like trying to get my internet better, which it's probably still not, was I heard I don't know how I feel about myself right now, and should I be watching this is the only thing I heard.
Too hot to handle, Anthony.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Yes. So, do you like it though, Aaron? You watched that numerous times, over and over.
I'm actually on the second to last episode. I haven't made it through. I
Gotcha.
initially when I looked at it, I was like, "There's not a chance I'm going to watch this show," and I was like, but there's hot girls on it, and I'll watch it. So I watched one episode, and then it was about like real connections and real personal growth, and I was like, "You're tapping into the 30-something-year-old me, real connections and personal growth. I want that." But then ultimately, the show is mostly about 20-year-old me, and I'm just like, boobs, yes, win, So
That's
again,
Anthony still.
I just don't know how I feel about myself at this point.
So you're talking about the Little Dicky show, right?
No, he's talking about Too Hot to Handle. That's
What's
my
the- okay,
nickname.
Who's in that?
Don't worry about it.
Too Hot to Handle is just some random Netflix competition show.
Okay. Oh, got it. Oh,
Yeah.
now I know what we're talking about.
But it just
Got
popped up. Dave is Lil Dicky show, and that's on FXX, and that is top notch.
Top notch.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Little Dicky's actually a good guy. He did some stuff on Spring Break, and everybody said he was super, super nice. But that whole commercial he did with the whole condoms thing was total bullshit because he did not abide by that at Spring Break from what I heard. Hey, just rumors. I feel like my mouth is 10 minutes behind my speaking. All right.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to go bump up the internet some more after this show. All right. With that said, we're going to do another trivia question. Then we're going to do beer. And then we're going to talk about The Last Dance with Aaron. And then we're going to come back. So,
whoa. You didn't get what I was watching.
We haven't got what I was watching either. I'm saving the semi best for last.
Semi best.
All right, trivia. It's trivia time. $5 Venmos from hashtag Be the Change.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
We got. What's that?
What's up, Matthew? My cousin jumping in watching. Shout out.
What up, Matthew?
He's actually not far from you, Anthony.
Where is he?
Near you. Where you're at.
Somewhere in South Carolina. Got it. In parts
South
unknown.
Kakalaki, because that's urban.
All right, here's the.
I'm taking that. I'm stealing that. You'll hear it all year long now.
Yes.
It's like when my mom says,
ride my whip.
All right. Highest grossing movie of all time when not taking inflation into account. What is the highest grossing movie of all time without taking inflation into account? So just top number.
Black Panther.
Meaning it's not an old movie.
Correct.
There you go.
First person to get it. Who's coming with us? All right. I'll read it one more time.
Oh,
What's that?
Kai. What did she get?
I got it. Let me see.
Did she?
No.
Oh.
Think more recent. Good guess though. Inflation.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what might be. We actually might have talked about it on our show the other evening.
Sorry, Jessica. No more rent money for you.
Yeah, so Kai and
Sorry, Mama Russo.
both went with Avatar. Mama Russo.
Kai, you're
went with
getting
Avatar.
warmer. You're getting warmer, Kai. First person put in the box. Highest grossing movie of all time, not taking inflation into account. Gone with the Wind actually would be the highest if you're taking.
Almost, Kai.
You're right there, Kai.
Almost. Very close.
Oh, wow.
So close.
Literally, it was a ridiculous amount of money they made in that movie.
She touched
I couldn't believe it.
Touched the answer.
You nicked it.
There we go. David Heckman.
Oh, night.
Kai, you were so close.
I almost feel bad for Kai right now. Kai, I'm sorry. You're so close.
Can we send her 50 cents?
She's just throwing it up there. Avengers. It was Avengers and it was Endgame, Kai. It was Endgame was the correct answer. KP, are you laughing at Kai's misfortune right now? That's just not.
I am. I'm thinking if she comes in second for a fourth answer, she needs a full $5 gift.
Okay. All right. If you come in second again, Kai, we got you. All right. So right now I got Heckman with 2. We got Jessica Hartzell with 1, and we'll come back to trivia in just a second. Let's before we talk about the we go back into talking about the Jordan's Last Dance, which apparently Horace Grant is getting very mad about today. Let's go ahead and go to Curtis. What have you been watching?
Sorry, I saw the numbers drop. I had to start eating again. So I did do something like you, Aaron, and instead of Too Hot to Handle, like me, I was watching Love is Blind. I made it through 1 episode, and that was it. I realized that I could not sit and watch that mindless. But outside of that, I have been watching 2 other things. We're really, really good. Money Heist, I am very surprised on because it's in Spanish with English dubbing, but the lips don't match. So it's kind of weird, but it's a very good show. If I can watch it with all that, like the old Bruce Lee movies, it's legit pretty good. They did a really good job. They have me, as at one point I kind of was like, I don't want to see the next episode because it's got me so excited, but then I do because you got to do it. But it is a lot of episodes, so I can binge it a little bit, but I don't really have that time. So, but the other thing I was watching that I'm very proud of that we were a part of, we've been watching The Regular Heroes show on Amazon Prime.
I haven't got to watch it yet.
Yeah, because you don't support us at all. Be the change.
Because Kelly, I don't think
Kelly don't like helping people. Is that what she said? She don't like that. Oh, y'all are so nice out there. Stop cackalacky.
All right, I'm gonna watch it. Are they hour episodes?
No, they're like less than 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they're
good
short.
for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Short attention span. Perfect.
I know. Also, since our beer guy's not here, I am the resident sparkling water connoisseur. So you guys know what I'm drinking, because all beer is fermented sparkling water,
which I just learned about with White Claws.
Yes, you didn't know about that.
This how we do it in Flow Rider. I don't know if you've noticed the
little blackberries.
The blackberries I've got at the bottom of my sparkling and my.
I mean, I got a lot of black already, so I'm pretty good.
Okay, now for the beverage that wasn't invented last week in a container in the basement in Chicago. This is called beer, and it's a really good one. It is called Mosaic Mania. It is a juicy IPA from Triton Brewing.
Isn't all beer juicy?
Mosaic hops, tropical fruits, and here's the part that's a little mean. You can only get it if you're in the proximity to Indiana. It's a nice little big microbrew right outside of Indianapolis. They make a lot of great beers. I know the guys. I'm friends with them. Cheers, fellas. Anything to drink is worth drinking, even though I'm going to tease the shit out of you for it. Here we go. Good to see y'all.
I'm friends with the French, too, so I'm good friends with these people. You can only get this in proximity of France.
It's the idea of not having a beer that goes beyond the state worked really well for Spotted Cow, but I feel like that's a dangerous business model. Do you have any stake in the company?
I do. My heart is in it big time. No, they're friends. They're friends of friends, and now they are friends, and I do have a small investment. They're great guys. They've stayed open through all of this, doing no contact food and growlers to go. And a lot of businesses just didn't try, but they are in a neighborhood. So they've done a really, really good job of sacrificing and making sure people get fed, have a little bit of fun, and it is good. So if you ever get to Indiana, drink some Triton. And they do want to expand, but better to be happy at home than under-supported by getting too big.
That's been the theme of your quarantine.
It has been. I follow the fact that you can be too big to fail, because we've seen that happen.
That's the theme of my wallet.
That is facts. Where are they distributing it from? Are they in a venue, or is it the garage? Where's that coming out of?
Their brewery and restaurant is in northeast Indianapolis, just outside the loop. But they have a distributor that covers the entire state. Some of it snuck over to central Illinois, but they're everywhere, but it's literally Indiana only.
I love that.
Mass distribution. You can find them anywhere. They're in the bars, they're in the grocery stores.
Yeah, because in New York, there's my buddy is Zach Ponce. He's a photographer in New York, and he goes to a bunch of breweries. And so before all of this happened, he was introducing me to a few of them, and it was just really cool to see where some of these breweries were. And some of them are very small scale. Some of them are in these big warehouses. Some of them they really dolled up the front entrance, so you're sitting on picnic tables, but you can still see all the big brewery containers and all that stuff in the back. So breweries have become very fascinating to me.
It is cool. And some of them literally just want to be successful neighborhood, making a little bit of their own beer and selling burgers, and some want to become distributed. But the cool thing is that in the last 20 years, I mean, it's probably more than 1,000-fold of local cool beers where your neighbor could be making your beer for you. I've got two in walking distance of me. When I go on my little short jog, I pass two well-known Chicago breweries up here on the north side. They're everywhere, and it's really cool.
I love that.
I always wonder what Curtis is doing at all times. He's reaching for food. He's totally his eyeballs get real close. So with that said, we're going to really quick do a little shameless plug of #BeTheChange. So if anybody notices, we're on #BeTheChange Network. We are on the Facebook page, YouTube, etc. As we grow, please help us out. Please share the page, because it's not just about this show. We're actually going to have several shows. I believe as though we might have something from our guests as well. have different things. I've also started meeting with people that are going to create content that's all positive, all action-based, and all about taking opportunity to make the world a better place. So I want to give you a little ditty about hashtag Be The Change and what our Be The Change story of the day is. So yesterday, for anybody that was actually watching the Truth Will Set You Free Tuesday, we had a decent group and we had some really good conversation in the chat box as well. And I apologize, I did not know how pixelated I was until after the show happened, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get that fixed by next time. But the whole concept behind it was everybody's entitled to have an opinion, and also the concept of being positive is viral. It is something to share. So there's a great story that I saw from a tweet that ended up just working itself out in the tweet to realize that people have the freedom to do things and actually be positive and share their positivity, and they're not gloating about anything. I used to feel differently. I think Aaron and I have had this conversation. Curtis and I have had this conversation as well, that there's a point where it changed, where we would see people doing good things and helping homeless, and we're like, God, why do they have to share that? It doesn't make any sense. Why is that happening? So there was once our news started to get so negative, we realized, let's share the positive stuff, and it's not gloating anymore. You're just being positive. So I'm going to go ahead and share this pretty cool story. This was posted by the thing's in the way. I can't actually see who it was. It was one of the football players, ex-football players, Cinco, number 85. Who was it? Ocho Cinco. Thank you. He posted this, and it was him showing how big of a tip he gave. And somebody retweeted and said, why take the picture? And then somebody else jumped in and said, because he wanted to. Stop judging people for doing good. And somebody else came in and said, same reason you have your uniform and your avatar. You're proud of it, and we're here to help people helping people. We need to do more of it. And immediately the issue was diffused, and somebody said, thank you for that. Don't know why I didn't look at it that way. Thank you for your service. Welcome. Thank you. A positive end to what started out as a great story. Somebody thought somebody was showing off. Somebody thought somebody was being too much. And in the end, it was just a way of spreading a message that we can help people in this day and age. We can help people what we're going through right now. And that is what hashtag Be The Change is all about.
Why would you have a great idea that's good for people and then keep it a secret so nobody learns from you or motivated to do the same thing? Right?
Yeah.
If you got a buddy, but like, hey, here's something to think about. Let's all go out and do this tomorrow. Then 100,000 of us do it. That are one of us. There's different reasons, but it's all for everybody's good.
Yeah. Right. No, that's something that unfortunately a lot of people. I'm a person that we do a lot of good and we don't always talk about it, but sometimes it can be to your detriment because you're so worried about not telling people what you're doing that sometimes people don't see enough that you are, that other people are doing good, and they don't feel like they should go do good if they don't see other people. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, and this is not meant to hurt anybody's feelings, are sheep. And so if they see enough people doing it, they're going to follow suit. And so that's something that I think is good also. Like, of course, talk about doing good. We look for people that are doing good, and that's so great. What I want to have is a problem of you have too many people doing good, so you can't recognize everybody at once, right? And that's a good problem to have.
Let's have that problem sometime. Let's have the news be not interesting because there's too many good stories to put on at the beginning and not the one-off bad behavior. Let's flood the behavior with good.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and I do think there's a paradigm shift. I think about 5 years ago, it just didn't feel right. And now the fact that we need to share stuff like that, and the fact that viral stories happen so easily now, that it's just better to do that. Back when there was a couple people shooting film, like, look what I'm doing, it just felt a little disingenuous. But now I think, God, anything is better than what we're seeing on a constant basis. So
yeah. So I love that those people actually jumped in and did the self-regulation of like, hey, calm that down. This is just good. So I love it.
All right. I am going to do another trivia question real quick, and then we're going to talk about Last Dance and the brief thing that I watched.
Last Dance. Woo!
Last Dance. All right. Movie trivia time. Whoever is ready, whoever's in here wants to win $5 Venmo from hashtag Be The Change. Get ready. it's time for what could be our last movie question of the day. I found a good one earlier. Let me see if I can find it again. Hold on.
Yeah, shaved a little bit.
All right, here we go. Which movie was incorrectly announced as the winner of the Best Picture of the 2017 Academy Awards during the greatest Oscar flub of all time? Which movie was incorrectly, not the movie that won, but the movie that was incorrectly announced?
It's good. It's a good question.
Like Steve Harvey doing the wrong thing, Columbia. First person to put it in that box.
Imagine having to sit down after standing up.
It's like a Zoolander, but that was a
Real.
movie.
Yeah,
this is
Sorry,
real.
I missed it. Somebody was bringing me another fresh sparkling beverage.
Wow. Keep yourself
oh my goodness.
over there.
La, she did it. She did it. Yes.
She didn't want that second place money.
Winner.
Flex on it.
Didn't want the second place money. Had a girl.
Take that, Jessica Hartzell. That's what Kai said. I didn't say that, Jessica. We love you.
What's so weird is right when Kai won, my pen ran out of ink. I'm serious.
Sorry, Kai. No money this time, honey.
Kai.
Write the check. Send him a pen.
Well, I send you my love from my heart. I'm kidding. I found a way to write it down. Mom's excited.
You could potentially type it. I mean, you have a computer.
I got it. Yeah. Good comment earlier from Sean. We're all too big to dream small. That was his buddy Greg. Greg spoke at one of the events we had once before. Jessica, you're in here. What's that?
He left off an S on that.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Which one? What are you talking about?
Go back that comment that he put. I'm not in producer mode anymore, so I can't.
Oh.
It's very nice. You're too. Yeah. There. He left off the S.
Oh, got it. I didn't even notice that.
What S?
We're all too big to dream small.
I was waiting for
I don't
them
get
to-
it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I didn't ask that question on purpose. But anyway, yes.
Well, if anybody's wondering what that means, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Hold on. There we go. It'll make more sense now once I drop this banner. And there you go. Smalls. See, now it makes more sense. Otherwise,
I feel like in my environment right now, I feel like a real life Be the Change video like you just played. So I can be like, be the change.
Oh.
Uncomfortably long pause.
With the sun over your shoulder.
Hold on. Should we try that real quick? Hold on. Ready? Say be the change and don't move just yet.
All right. And this broadcast is brought to you by Be.
Almost.
It didn't quite work as planned. I was trying something.
Yeah.
It was
I'll tell the team to fix that up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Before we do, I think I'm going to do one more final. Jessica, she felt so sorry for Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty when that happened. They had no idea that they'd even messed up. It was like watching a Joe Biden rally. Okay.
Hey,
No.
hey, come on, man. We're not talking about the daily briefings from the White House.
No. I'm just making a comment, watching good old Uncle Joe.
Apparently, I wasn't supposed to drink that stuff. But he said so. President.
Oh, sugar
I
sand.
even
All right.
injected it. Safer than
So what
nothing.
I watched it. He didn't inject it. He just poured bleach on his hair. Magnum PI. Magnum PI during the day while I was getting work done. I was doing accounting, lots and lots of accounting. It was so much fun. Magnum PI is my favorite 80s show behind Golden Girls. I still love it. My dad used to love it. I love Magnum PI. Each episode, it's like old Hollywood made into a weird show.
Yep. It's still pretty darn good. There's a lot of weird 80s acting. Magnum holds up pretty good if you forgive wardrobe. It's still a fun show. And the
What do you mean?
Caca.
What do you mean forgive wardrobe? Those short shorts show off some of the best man legs in the business. ever.
No. I can put up with it. I lived it, but some people have a hard time when the wardrobe feels dated. It's the performances that don't feel dated on that show.
True.
You're not going to watch Hardcastle and McCormick again, but you will watch Magnum again.
The remake I've not watched. Jessica, I cannot ruin it. The short shorts. Fun fact: my dad all looked exactly like Tom Selleck back in those days, like identical, same size, same build, etc. My dad wore the short shorts, and my dad was handicapped. However, he had multiple sclerosis, so there was he didn't have a full sense of feeling. But there was a time where I remember getting picked up to go to to a baseball game with my friends when I was visiting Las Vegas, and those short shorts unfortunately showed a little Mr. Winky on the outside from the top step. And it's a moment that I had no idea how fast I wanted to get out of place more in my whole entire life.
Wow.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Thank you for that visual. Can we move on to The Last Dance? Because that's what you had.
But wait, last thing. I watched. Has any of you seen the movie Out of the Furnace?
No.
Anybody? 2013. I don't know how I'd never heard of this. I watched it last night. It's got mediocre reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't know why. The acting was phenomenal. Ready for this? Christian Bale, Woody Harrelson, Casey Affleck, Zoe Saldana, Forrest Whitaker, and Willem Dafoe. It's stacked, and it's a slow pace, small town. One guy goes to do it's the pacing's perfect. It's got kind of a crash pacing to it. It doesn't put anybody to sleep. It's gritty. It's dark. The sound effects, like just when I'm totally frozen. I think I don't know when you're like eating. It's phenomenal.
Where'd you find it?
Add it to your list, KP.
Where'd you find it?
Oh, Showtime on demand, maybe. Netflix.
That ain't free.
No, it was free. I mean, free if you have a service. But I think
you pay for it.
I'll look for it. Out of the Furnace. It's a strong suggestion.
Out of the Furnace. I like that. I will have to check that out.
Gosh.
Okay, so what did you think of The Last Dance, Aaron?
Last Dance was inspiring. It was depressing, and I'll stick with those two. It was inspiring because the fact that he could dig down that deep and find a reason no matter what to beat somebody. Like, oh, you bumped me wrong in the hallway, now I'm going to win. Like, I love that aspect of it. It was depressing to me because that is the only sports that's happening right now is us watching 25-year-old highlights of Michael Jordan. So that's where it was a little depressing. But
NASCAR.
Don't even get me started on NASCAR.
I love NASCAR.
The two places you're going to spend time in, you better be careful because you're in the heart of burning
NASCAR.
up gallons, buddy. Florida and Georgia, come on.
Let's go.
My
Animal Speedway, son.
Quick interlude. My ex-girlfriend actually took me with her and some of her friends to my first Talladega event.
Ooh.
And I went to that, and I was like, what are we doing? We tailgated all day. We went to it. We went inside the stadium, and I was like, I'm going to die here. This is where I die.
Why would you say that? I went on 4 tours with NASCAR. I never felt like I was going to die.
You're too busy drinking. Those are happy people that don't like other people around. They're not going to bother you. You're busy drinking.
Oh.
But just like any other sport, I was like, oh, it comes down to the last few laps. That's when this gets good. And I found myself up on my feet screaming at these cars as they went by at 200 plus miles per hour. And I was like, how the fuck did I get this Coors Light in my hand? Doesn't matter. I'm going to drink it. Let's go, number 79, whatever car it is.
24 only.
I'm rooting for certain cars, hoping for wrecks. And I was like, I get why you guys do this. Let's party on your tailgate after this. I felt safe but scared. And yet again, it comes back to me being inspired and depressed all at the same time.
Oh, my God. If he only turned left, he could win.
I'll tell you one thing that I encountered on my tour of NASCAR. I was in Chicagoland, very beautiful stadium, beautiful people. But apparently, I learned that I was told by a young lady, and by young I mean she was 37, in a rascal with 2 teeth, and with gout that I was made to dance for her and her people. So yes, it definitely was very very fun. But at the same time, you have to realize people had 3 teeth. So you gotta love it. You gotta have fun. And actually, I will say, Chicagoland was a very good race. It's one race that actually Jeff Gordon was very close to winning that one time, and then he did not win. Neither did
If you're
Jimmy.
not first, you're last.
Wow. I'm
we
going to
were last.
guarantee you, being an Illinois boy, that crowd was from somewhere either south or west of Chicago itself. I can promise that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's scary.
I mean, the crowd was awesome. I ain't gonna lie. It was a very NASCAR people are very passionate, and I'm an avid fan. I was and still am a Jeff Gordon fan, but I kind of watch NASCAR here and there now. But I definitely was a Jeff Gordon fan.
I don't know how we got on NASCAR, but yeah,
No worries.
that's all going on right now. I watched it on ESPN last night. They had last year one of the middle games of the College World Series, which is depressing for me, obviously. But it was the 7 minutes I watched. I'm like, I can't do this anymore because for some odd reason they were talking about everything going on with College World Series and Major League Baseball for the 2020 year. They were talking about Cardinals Cubs are playing in London next year. We can't wait. And then it was just everything was about 2020 and all the different great sporting events. And I'm like, please change the channel. I did. I know I did. I brought it up. I don't know how we got on NASCAR because that was the only thing I saw was actually happening this last week because it was on the radio in South Carolina. What are they like? Hey, coming up, we got NASCAR. If you want to listen, the car's going real fast on the radio. All you hear is a guy speed talking. He's like, Bodine's the lead. We've got to lead. Go 3 tracks down. He's 1.7 seconds on the turn. He's going to hit the turn. Got a little oil slick on the road. He's going to go 3 wide. It's like, what the hell are people listening to right now?
Gold. That's what we're listening to. Gold.
Right.
Just like baseball. All right, he's up to the bat, walking. He's up, then a miss. That's 1 strike. Yep. There's another strike.
This is the worst movie show ever.
Right? We're off the train. We're off the train.
We're off the train. All right. So back to
COVID. I'm definitely off the train.
I'm going to do one more trivia question before we wrap up. I'm going to bribe people to stick around. But before that, so do you think, Aaron, that Michael Jordan is by far head and shoulders the greatest of all time?
Yes, I do. I think that in all seriousness, to summarize what I saw on that show, I think the people that make the most money in the world and that are the CEOs and the tippity top of these companies, and I don't know them personally, but when I watch films about Zuckerberg and this, that, and the other, like, you're going to lose a good amount of friends to be at the top. Like, you can't be friendly and make billions of dollars, make millions of dollars. So when I saw how hard he pushed and that was his only focus was to win these games and to push his players and his coaches and everyone around him to win these games, I was like, that mindset alone makes him phenomenal in what he does. I don't know any other player or athlete in the world that did that for his team or for himself. So I thought that was phenomenal. I thought his ability to take failure and let it drive him. Don't even just put that down. I've had blueberry seltzers over here. You're gonna make me say something inappropriate about Kobe.
No, you know what? I'll save you from it. That's a
it.
really good athlete playing Michael Jordan's sport. Now go on with your comment.
Amazing. Yes, I've never.
I actually liked you, Ken.
And to see someone with that kind of dedication and drive and to be able to take his failures and flip the script and turn those into a victory, like, it was fantastic. Sure, yes, he was an asshole, but he had one purpose, one job, and he made sure that he and everyone around him accomplished that job. So yes, I would say by far the most phenomenal basketball player and person in that game of all time.
Who would be your, out of curiosity, because a lot of people talk about Bill Russell, they'll talk about LeBron, they'll talk about Kobe. Who's your second? Because I think that's the real question is who is the second best player? Because it is such a no doubt. Anybody that thinks differently, I don't understand. Who would be second?
Who would be second? For me, I think the tie-in to who is second is who is the Robin? Who is the other Robin to Jordan's Batman? I think that Scottie Pippen was as great of a player as he was, and they won as many games as they did, and the team was held together because of Scottie Pippen, and he was the Robin to Jordan's Batman. So I think in order to figure out who that next best player is, you have to figure out who the Robin is, and then I think you could identify it. Would you say it was Shaq? Then maybe you could say it was Kobe.
Well, that's only 3 championships because Kobe got 2 more literally by himself. But I digress because he didn't have a Pippen and he had Lamar Odom.
I'm a Kobe guy. Yeah.
And who? Gasol? Come on, bro. He ain't Kukoc.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying, you know.
I love that Kukoc came into the mix-up and he was like, why are you guys dogging on me? Why are you making me look bad? Like, I didn't do anything. I just want to play basketball. And it was just all the external circumstances. That's crazy.
That was actually crazy.
He just wanted to be a little silly and be on the team, and he got his wish.
Yeah. You got to be careful what you wish for. Exactly.
So I just tried uploading something real fast, and I think it made me super slow. But hey, I'm going to do it anyways. To show you my love for the number 2 best player of all time, I'm teaching my daughter to do fantastic things. Hold on.
Go for it.
Kobe. Kobe.
I love it. I love
You
it.
got to teach her early. Train her early.
Do it right. Nobody says Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Kobe probably said Jordan, but you know.
You might have. Yeah, even Kobe says it. I don't think anybody doubts even in this group that maybe Curtis. It's Jordan and then it's Kobe. So
Kobe Jordan.
All right. So we're gonna be still short. Possibly, I think Troyer's a maybe. Chad's got some stuff. We didn't even give him a shout out. So Chad, we missed you. Hope things are getting better. We'll check in with you later today.
We might guilt him back in by Friday. We could guilt Chad in, I bet.
I could do some, impressions.
There you go.
Not this one, but I'll do it next show.
You're saving for Friday? Okay, so we're still doing a Friday episode. What was it? We decided not to do horror because Troyer wanted horror.
Yeah.
Was it something else? I'll have to look at my notes. But we had one for Friday night. We're saving horror in Vegas. Do you remember what it was? No? All right, we'll figure it out. So we're going to do an actual full episode that night. Aaron, you're, of course, welcome to join if you would like. Curtis is going to be filling in for Biscuits. He's going to be Bliskits.
I'm actually chocolate mousse cake.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't like the thought of blisters and Blistex being turned into a nickname. No Blistex.
Yeah. No, you can call me a chocolate cake. There we go. Dark chocolate fudge.
Daddy's great. He made us chocolate cake.
Can we laugh at that still? Can we laugh at that still?
The flour goes in the cake.
Can we
You can still laugh at him.
He's still funny.
It makes you go sleepy at night and you end up on the couch.
Now we can't do that.
For anybody that just tuned in, Curtis is actually making a joke of what it would be like to have dinner with the old school, because it could have looked bad, but that was the Bill Cosby reference, not anything to be taken out of context. For those of you that just came in,
no.
13 seconds.
Apparently, I'm not getting any hate. Anthony Troyer is, so I don't know where that's coming from.
I didn't say
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, he's got a real job right now, apparently, which therefore to me would make him a whore.
Yeah. Oh, let's throw that back up there. There we go.
There it is. Yeah, how dare he go and get a job during stay at home when we're all bitching about it? How dare he?
What a dick.
I haven't traveled all this whole time. Never mind. Yeah, stay at home.
And that means when all my technology here doesn't work this week, I'm screwed because I always call Matt to fix it. I'm out in the wind.
Final trivia question.
Money.
All right, let me find it. Let me go ahead and throw the banner up. First person to put the answer in the box is winning a $5 Venmo, courtesy of hashtag Be the Change. Who's coming with me? All right, we are going with, all right, first person to put in the box for scary movies, even though we're not doing that on Friday. Which movie star is killed off? Wow, I'm just going to reread the sentence. Which movie star is killed off in the opening scene of Scream? Which movie star is killed off in the opening scene of Scream?
Wow, there was 19 of them. Go back to the first one. That's hard.
Is this the Wayans brothers spinoff or
No, it's no.
Scream 1.
I have no idea. I've
just
never
known
watched
it's
that movie. Mama Russo, she knows what it is.
Chocolate cake.
That is great. Is that the answer?
I coming from. We'll count the bad spelling. Drew Barrymore is correct.
I believe it's Drew Barrymore for the win.
You sure?
Oh wait, I was wrong. It wasn't Kai. It was Jessica.
Boom.
Jessica.
Boom! Look at this.
Oh my God!
Girl
Jessica
power.
did it again.
Why'd you do that to Kai? Why'd you do that to Kai, bro? That was not nice.
I didn't even mean
That's
to.
That's
Because we
like
had
the
to come-
Oscar announcement thing. And
Yeah.
Kai,
Good job,
no, you don't get the minute. Sit down.
Exactly.
Sit
Had
down.
to come full
Idina
circle.
bazabaza. Idina bazabaza.
It's called the callback. So
Yeah, sure.
in the worst way.
I gotta get off this show. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Kai gonna come looking for us.
Curtis, you're gonna be sweet chocolate. I feel like if Aaron comes back, he could be like mochaccino or
me and your mom.
cinnamon latte.
Me and your mom shared a moment. We went to a chocolate store, and the name of the chocolate store was Sweet Chocolate.
Oh,
I'm still chocolate caking you. I'm not sweet chocolating you. You're chocolate cake.
I could be Saxel Chocolate. Saxel Chocolate. The boy's good. The boy's good.
Oh my God, so many problems. All right, we're gonna wrap the show. We somehow took an hour. The other show we were able to go shorter. This was fantastic, though. We had
I don't have anything short about me.
We don't need a subject.
No, we don't.
That's what it is.
Felt good. It felt good to be on here with you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you all on Friday night. If anybody wants to join us, please do. Parting words, Aaron.
Parting words is, I mean, from our old shows, I'm going to bring it back in because I think it needs to resonate with everybody. Everybody out there, I hope you guys are staying safe. Keep up those positive thoughts, those positive words, those positive actions. We got this, and let's rock and roll. Biscuits, gravy, home, full bite.
Love it. Fantastic. All right, we're going to run the incorrect credits because
I got a last word.
What's up? Go ahead.
This is for everybody getting through. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped David defeat Goliath. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Yeah. So have a great week until Friday. You don't know where that's
from. You need to bring on the next episode. Thank you, guys. We're going to catch you later.
You know where that's from? I bet you didn't.
Where is it from? Go ahead.
Coming to America.
Oh, is it Coming to America? I still want to see the sequel when it comes out.
I'm sure you probably never seen that movie.
Yeah. So be careful what you guys say. I let it run for a bit while we're doing playful banter. So just so you know.
Mama Russo said, my parting words might include the word vegans. I don't know what that really means.
Vagines. I think she's remembering she doesn't know how to spell vagine.
Vegans.
It's like a vagina that only eats vegan food.
Oh, look, Jessica loved it. Yay. I hope that's what she's saying. We're going to say that.
Yeah.
we get to interpret it the way we want.
Exactly. Well, I love you, Jessica. That's why you won that last trivia.
You know what I think is cool? I love, Anthony, that you can hold people's answers back so the people you want to win can win. I hope they don't find that out.
Yeah. I can't hold it back.
I'm here. I'm here to make sure it's correct. You know, not everybody is.